Hey everybody, it's TR, and for this video I thought I'd show you my very unprofessional way that I record my videos. I mean, a lot of people that are just starting out are going to have like meager means, and it gets me by. So first of all, what I can't show you, I suppose unless we go find a mirror somewhere, is I'm recording this on my iPhone. But you'll see I have a little microphone hooked up to me, and hopefully the sound quality is fairly decent. And when I play my guitar, it hopefully sounds fairly decent too, and I'm going to show you how and why. Stay tuned. So I have this gadget, which is obviously an iRig, IK Media. My son bought it for me a few years back, I think a Christmas present maybe. And the idea is you can load your Amplitude software into your phone, plug your guitar in, and yeah, your phone becomes a guitar amp. But also, it has through or effects setting. So for the effects, it will run through the Amplitude software, but the through setting, it just acts as an interface straight to your phone. That volume control is going to be for the headphones. Oh, that's on this side. And it's just a USB cable that goes into it. And I have USB to Lightning for the iPhone. I think it can hook up, just the cable's the only difference. It can hook up to any phone. And here, you want to read it right side up. Gain setting for the input level. I have the gain on minimal. And, okay, so how's a microphone hooked up to it? Well, you see this cheapy guitar cord like you get with your free with your cheap guitars. Ha ha, it's coming off of this baby here. And why do I have this? Well, the lapel microphone that I'm using, actually, it's a plug in there, it's an XLR. It came off Amazon. I don't know if they're still available or not, but it came off Amazon. And so I require the old plus 48 volts of phantom power to run this. But it's nice having it be a condenser mic because that's going to give me the better sound. I will unclip it from myself and I will show you the microphone. And oh, here it is. Probably can't hear me as good now, can you? There it is right there. Let me get it clipped back on. Okay, we're back. So, what I have here for my guitar, you will see that input there, a couple of cables going in. I mean, they could go into any input. But what I'm using currently, I was using my Line 6, well, hold on a sec. I was using this Line 6 Pod Express, and I was running the headphone jack out and into that mixer, and I was using the main outs to go to this FRFR full range flat response headrush speaker to use as my monitor the guitar playing at a low volume so I could hear it, but the lapel mic wouldn't necessarily pick it up really good. And I mean, I could wear headphones, I could put earbuds in and monitor everything and just do totally silent, but I didn't wish to do that. The reason I had bought this in the first place was to take it with and make it portable, and then here I had it plugged in to all kinds of things here at the desk, like USB to adjust the settings and all that stuff, and it's like, why? You know, speaking of which, I could be recording sound in a DAW and then adding it to the video, but I like the idea of having the sound go straight into the phone. So this is how I'm doing it. And I will show you now what I'm using for my guitar sound. I will be right back. Okay. So this gadget here is my Lowly Boss GT1. It's a modeling processor that I bought on sale at Christmas time a few years back for like $199, and that's pretty much the going price now. Why? Because on I don't know that they're even making them anymore because the things that are out there are so much slicker. The reason I stopped using it was I got my NUX MG30 because it has a large colored screen with knobs underneath each control that shows up on the screen, corresponding with making it very simple to edit and adjust and change your sounds. This unit, on the other hand, is a nightmare. Anybody that's old like me, or older, that's ever played Super Mario Brothers, trying to edit a patch and save it on here is like trying to save the princess. Yeah, it's like saving Princess Peach. It's not a peach. It's a real pain in the butt. So I had replaced it, boxed it away, and then I thought, you know what? It sounds good. It's got a lot of options. It essentially is a lot like the Boss Katana as far as what it can do for you. It is just a nightmare programming it. So it can run on batteries. I have an adapter plugged in. So it will turn on when I plug this into the input. Power up. And it boots up and it does its thing. And I have this zoomed in and don't have it really close. There's a reason for that. Okay, so this is future me talking into my phone, doing a voiceover. And the reason you heard that humming was because dumbass me plugged the guitar cord in to turn the unit on with no guitar on the other end. And we all know what that sounds like. So anyways, this is to show you that there is software that you can edit this with that makes it very simple to edit patches, save patches, and access everything that the GT1 can possibly do. And I like it. Bad thing is, the software that you need to install this software is from Adobe, I think, and it's not used anymore and it's not supported anymore. And if your computer is older or newer than when that happened, you're SOL, except for it is archived on a site that you can go get it and use it to install this software from. And I'm going to try and find it and leave a link down here for you. And again, I apologize for the obnoxious noise that happened because I was stupid, but not monitoring the actual sound coming from my recording. I didn't hear the humming until I played it back. Oh well. And I am back. I have a guitar. Now I have a modest level set up on my monitor. I can hear it fine, but most of the signal you're hearing on the guitar is what's going straight into that mixer. Tune it or die, right? So we'll come down here. And you know, it does occur to me that what we could do is we could record screen on the computer and then patch the picture in. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'd have to Google how to do that. I don't know how. Oh, and why am I using the phone to begin with? Not only is it a good camera, well, I only just recently here have come into the 21st century here. We just got Verizon high-speed internet where I live. Prior to that, there was no internet. So I had to upload videos with my phone. So they needed to be on the phone for me to upload them. So all this can be controlled by the pedal, by the way. But, you know, it's nice that it's on the screen. So this, as you might see here, high gain stack, gain, level, speaker type, they're over here. I have my pick, 110, take the pick out of my mouth, 110, 112, 212, 410, 412, 812. I have a half stack set up. all these knobs here have the corresponding parameters here. So if you really want to be anal or remember what your parameters were, you can do that. Okay, how many amps are there? Get your attention over here. I have high gain stack, but there's pretty much every amp you could think of in here, some version of it. There's a lot of pedals. Okay, so I have the input set to be a guitar because that's what it's always going to be. There's an expression pedal on the pedal itself. Have it set for crybaby wah. That can be changed to different pedals. Okay, different wahs and volumes. And next effect along the way is effects 1. You can do phaser, tremolo, rotary, univibe, a lot of effects that you would want to put out front. And next you get your choice of overdrive pedals. And as you can see, oh, I just picked the governor distortion. Didn't mean to pick the governor. Sorry, governor. As you can see, there's a bunch of them there. The one I had was a Tube Screamer. T-Scream. Yeah. This is your preamp, so that's your amp. Like I was going through the amp models. You got some noise suppression, and right where it should be, after the noisy pedals and before the time-based pedals. There's your volume if you're going to run the treadle on there as a volume pedal. Effects 2. Now these are your effects that you might want to put after. And a bunch of the same ones. You just, instead of moving it from before or after, you just use the one on this side instead of the one on this side, okay? And then there's more. I've got a delay here, and there's all different types of delays. Analog, reverse, pan, modulate. I have tape. Different reverbs. Got a spring one set up, but there's plates and halls. And this is your master. So you can set your patch level, set beats per minute and thing. This thing does have a looper built into it and stuff. And then, very important, your output is selected line phones. What that does is when it's on line phones is that is giving me my IRs, my cabinet modeling. If you wanted to plug this straight into an amp, it has actual settings to go to the front of an amp, to go to the effects loop of an amp, so on and so forth. So as you can see, $200 new, probably 130, 140 used, maybe at Guitar Center. They'd give me like a whopping 75 bucks if I tried to trade it. So, you know, that'd be stupid. I've come up with a way to use it. So anyhow, I love my dirty sound on it. I mean, you can get any sound you want out of this. It sounds good. So you can make any patch you want. I have to make some more patches currently. I'm busy doing this, which this is where this is nice because I can just sit down in front of the computer in my chair and I can create patches. Okay, so I have a clean patch. What have I got for a preamp? Well, I have a clean twin, of course. And I may need to do some tweaking to see how this is going to come out on the recording with the phone. So you can see lots and lots of fun, and I'm utilizing an old piece of gear that I had. And don't get me wrong, once this is programmed, I can take this and play with it, plug it into a PA system, whatever, front of an amp, and it's fine. It's just trying to adjust something on the fly was a nightmare. Where the new XMG30, as I said, you know, big colored screen, and I've only hooked that up to the computer to update the firmware. I haven't needed to use the computer to adjust my settings or program it. Or with this thing, like I said, nightmare unless you hook it up to the computer, and nightmare hooking it up to the computer because of the missing Adobe program. I am going to find that and leave a link to that down below. And I don't know if this helps anybody or not, how I'm achieving this. And did I go out and search out and buy this mixer and this iRig interface or any of that? Hell no. I had all of this and I made what I had work. I'm a very small YouTuber. I'm doing it for fun. I opt not to click the monetize button because I'm retired. And, you know, if they took tax and Social Security out and just sent me what was left, that'd be great. I'd take my $50 a month that I'd be earning with the amount of views I get and go on my merry way and buy maybe a new pedal or some guitar strings. Problem is I have to set up like a small business and pay in my own money. And for, you know, at the end of the day, to work my tail off to make $50 a month, it's just not worth it. So I work for free, I guess, but I'm doing it for fun, for the community and all that stuff. And so like I said, if this helped anybody, that's great. I'd like to make a whole bunch more patches here when I get some free time. I will. And that's all I got for you today. TR out.